Soaked in Bleach, about the death of Kurt Cobain from Nirvana. By the way, Taco Bell today was delicious. If you guys tried those boss nachos, I have ADD. I was like, I don't know, I want to say I was like 13 or 14 or something. I was pretty young when I come across this website about the death of Kurt Cobain. Like, was it really a suicide? And immediately, I know what you're thinking when you hear that. Crazy conspiracy theory, whatever, don't waste my time with this shit. But really, like, I don't get into stuff like this. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. But this shit makes sense. If you look at the numbers, this shit makes sense. I come across this website and I'm like, whatever. I start reading through it. It's the private investigator that Kurt Cobain hired to search for Kurt Cobain days before his death because he went missing or whatever. He believes that Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain, that he didn't commit suicide. And again, hear me out. The way the facts line up, like something is rotten. Years later, this movie comes out. Tom Grant's still fighting the good fight. This documentary is all about that. It's focused mainly on Tom Grant and his recollection of things. They do some of that weird unsolved mysteries, like kind of reenactment type stuff a little bit. But you also hear actual audio files. Like, he taped every phone call that he had when he was working this case. He documented every single thing that was going on. And so sometimes you'll hear actual snippets of audio of Courtney Love talking or somebody talking, and he plays you through each step of why he thinks that Kurt Cobain was murdered and that he didn't commit suicide. And they show all sorts of shit. It's a really, really interesting documentary. First off, I want to say I've always been one that thinks that they should reopen the case. Since I saw this website as a kid, there's crazy facts in this that is unbelievable shit. Like, you can't deny it. The shotgun thing, like, one of them is that if you were going to shoot yourself with a shotgun, the way that the bullet would have came out would have been on this side of the room. But the bullet was found on this side of the room. There's a whole bunch of little inconsistencies. The way that they fudged up the whole case of finding him, automatically they're like, suicide, no, I don't want to hear anything else, suicide, immediately. All the stuff that the Seattle Police Department did wrong, basically a fight to get the case reopened and appropriately gone through. And Courtney Love's trying to sue people and shit, it's nuts. But definitely, if you were a fan of Nirvana or whatever, just like mystery shit, take a look at this documentary, watch it. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the reenactment stuff and how, like, every once in a while, they'll insert some audio, like while the actor's talking, the thing will come up on the bottom and it'll be like actual sound clip, and you'll actually hear what they said at that moment. I wish that they would have just stuck with the facts or whatever, like kept it like legit. But I realize that that's hard to make a full-length movie doing that. But it's a good-looking movie. They interview the guy who directed another movie about this topic called Kurt and Courtney. The guy who was the Seattle police chief at the time of this is interviewed in this, and he even says on film, I believe that they should reopen the case. There's enough here to show us that we need to get it right, and that there's enough question out there that we need to get it right, we need to reopen this case. I mean, that shit is legit. That's legit as fuck. I know there's been a ton of documentaries about Kurt Cobain, and that they just had this other one come out, but this is totally different. It's totally worth watching. It's a whole new spin on everything. I guarantee if you've never heard of this, automatically some people aren't going to watch it because they're going to think, whatever, that's crazy bullshit. But I'm telling you, if you watch this, someone please, the worst skeptic out there that thinks I'm a fucking nut for believing in it and everybody, should shit their pants and go die somewhere, for believing in this, the worst skeptic out there, watch this and watch this movie and then come back onto the channel and comment and tell me why that it doesn't seem at least sort of legit. I invite you to do this shit. But yeah, please check out this documentary, guys. I give it a 9 out of 10. A lot of that is just because I've always been interested in this, but I think it'll be especially interesting to you if you've never heard anything about this this theory. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Definitely, please check out Soaked in Bleach. It's on Netflix right now. Follow us on Twitter @WeWatchedAMovie. You can also, we're on Facebook. We got videos that go up there that don't go up here. We got shit everywhere. I even have an Instagram. It's all in the description below. Go to that shit. Do that shit. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some wham up in you.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.